Good morning, everybody. It is Monday morning, August 1st, 2022, and this is day 111. All right, well, let me start off by setting expectations. The streak, the weight loss streak, is dead. Unfortunately, I definitely knew it coming into my way in this morning. I had a wonderful day yesterday, but it did include a lot of food, so here goes. First off, I weighed myself in this morning, and oh wait, okay, all right, well, I didn't register, so it still says 303.6, but that is incorrect. I am 304.4 this morning. Put on 0.8 pounds. Why? Well, I can tell you why. I will tell you why. But for starters, I knew I was in trouble because normally in the morning when you go to the bathroom, I don't know about you guys, but I go for a while, and that's where I lose a ton of weight. This morning, I didn't go to the bathroom. I didn't want to go pee, nothing, which means I had a hell of a lot of salt. A lot of sodium came into my body and a lot of calories, actually. My calories are still under my weight loss calories. So it's still a weight loss, but barely. So, anyways, here goes. So, yesterday, we had plans to go to the beach and then we had a birthday party. Okay, so we start off. I made my video, right? Like as you guys know, yesterday, and then I got in a hurry. We got out of here. I grabbed a few grapes, a little baggie of grapes, and we hit the road. And I was eating the grapes on the way there. I looked it up online. Uh, so it looks like it's about 25 grapes for 100 calories. I had less than that, but we're gonna say it's 100 calories. Okay, 100 calories worth of grapes. Then we got to the beach. Hung out on the beach. We had some fun. Water's way too cold. I've gotten accustomed to my heated pool here. That's always like 84. And as soon as I stepped in the water, whew. But anyways, ended up going in the water. We had a great time. The kids were having a lot of fun. I made the mistake of spraying myself for suntan lotion, but I didn't rub it in correctly. So once the day was over and I got back home, I had to take my shower. I noticed that I had a red spot here, a red spot there, a red spot everywhere. I didn't rub it in well. Oh well, it doesn't hurt, and we didn't stay long enough for me to totally burn, I guess. But anyway, so after the beach, my wife, there's a restaurant she's always wanted to try. So she was kind of raised in that area. So she was wondering if we could just cross the street and try. It's like an old school diner, like a 1950s, but not like a legit one, right? Not the ones that make it look like they're 1950s. No, this place, you get in there and it's 1950s. So it's kind of out of shape, but it's got the little stools, it got the milkshakes. It's like it's the classic. I love those restaurants. So we got there. I tried to be good. Now I knew I had dinner, but I thought that we're gonna eat some chicken for dinner, which for me that's fantastic. Um, I tried to be good, but it was all like either pancakes, like breakfast all day long, or like these really bad food, like a lot of bad things in there. So, anyways, so I did end up going with the chicken sandwich. Chicken sandwich with some fries. I ate 3/4 of the sandwich. It was good. It wasn't fantastic, but it was good. I wanted to eat it all, but I didn't. So I ate 3/4 of that. I ate 2 or 3 fries only, and gave out the rest. Okay, so I think that was probably around 600 calories. I really didn't eat a lot of fries. I really only had 3 fries with ketchup and 3/4 of a burger. I think that makes sense. I think because you don't know, right? It's a little diner. There's not going to be calories, but if I compare it to other chicken burgers, I think I'm generous, a little bit generous on my calories, which is fine. So I think 600. I think that covers that. Afterwards, we wanted to bring uh some dessert back home in Canada for the party. Now, if I'm staring that way, it's because I wrote down my calories. So we ended up getting a box of donuts from Dunkin' Donuts that we can't find in our area anymore, but that they have in the States. And I ended up eating one of those donuts. I ate one donut that we don't have back home, and it was glorious. And again, I knew I probably shouldn't be eating it, but every once in a while it's okay. And I looked it up. That donut was 400 calories. Anyways, not worth 400 calories, let me tell you. But it was good. It was a good donut. So I'm already sitting at 1100 calories once I'm there. I already have some sodium because the chicken sandwich they gave me had a ton of sauce on it and stuff. So I know I've already busted my sodium too. Not in the donut, my sodium's already busted for the day probably. So I get to the birthday party. I thought it was chicken. Now we're eating lasagna, and like a saucy lasagna, and like, uh-oh. So I grabbed a small piece. Okay, so maybe you guys, again, I don't have the right calories. I don't know exactly how many. This is an estimate. So my piece that I grabbed was about this big. Uh, yeah, about this big. That's about right. And it's probably about this thick. Okay, so I had that, and that came with a piece of bread. So like a garlic bread, that's about that, a little piece of garlic bread. I think that that was probably about 800 calories. That's what I think. So that's what I wrote down. But again, I can vary. And then, well, there was a birthday cake afterwards. So while everybody was taking a big sliver, I had a very small sliver, very small one. Still, it's got to be 250 calories or so. That's what I wrote. So for the total, we're looking at 2150 for the day. I think that's about right. I think there's some places maybe I'm missing a couple calories. I think there's other places I put. Anyways, gives you a good idea though. But a ton of sodium yesterday, so I was not expecting the weigh-in to be good. The important thing is just because I'm weighing more like usual, I think I stayed under my calories. I think my calories still now to lose weight is about 2,500 or 2,450 or something like that. So it's still a weight loss, or at least it's not a weight gain day. So that's okay. We can scratch one off. Where it gets interesting now is going to be today. All right. So Monday morning. So first off, I got to go get my shot. I got to get some, what do you call it? Cortisone. I'm getting cortisone shot in my heel this morning, which I'm not looking forward to. I've never had that. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun. So hopefully I'm okay to walk right away. I have no idea. I don't know what to expect. But then after that, I need to get some work done, and then yeah, I got to pack up all my stuff, and I'm going to Quebec in a hotel until Wednesday late at night. So I have to manage. I didn't really prepare much as usual. I'm gonna bring some shakes with me, just in case. Try to make my lunches some shakes, and we'll have to figure out. Last time, I think I ended up going to Subway often. And going to Subway, I can kind of manage my calories that way. If I have some kind of fruit and then my shake and then Subway for dinner, I was always managing to be around the 1200. That's usually where I aim. I know guys, they say 1500 is ideal for us. 1200 seems to be okay with my doctor anyway. He says if you can maintain that and still do some activities, you're not going to get. Because what happens often is that some days I don't eat 1,000, but then other days I'll eat 2,000. And I kind of make up for it, and apparently that's very important for my metabolism, so I don't ruin it. So and that works. That seems to work for me. That if I eat not too much, if I don't eat too much for several days, I have one good calorie a day, and it kind of resets it a little bit. It's very odd, but it works for me. For me anyway, it works. So yeah, so that's I'm gonna have to figure that out. I'll see if I can bring some fruit. I think we have some fruit here at home that I could probably bring with me today and stick in the fridge at the hotel. Activity wise, the hotel that I'm going to be staying at, I think they said that their gym is closed. Now it's not much of a gym, right? It's not like the gym I'm used to. They usually it's 4 machines and some free weights. Um, I'll see. I'll try to make the best out of it. I'll try to send you guys a video of what it looks like. But if not, I'll try to do something to stay active every day. And it might not be much, but if it's not that, maybe it'll be a brisk walk or something like that. So yeah, so that's what I have to expect. I was watching some videos yesterday of some doctors talk about intermittent fasting and how it can make a very, very big difference. There's even one saying that if you want to lose some serious weight, health in a healthy way, intermittent fasting with high intensity internal training, which is actually what I'm doing, seemed to be the key. So I thought that was kind of cool. I didn't go looking for it. It kind of popped up on my YouTube feed, and I just played it, and I was pleased. And I think they're right because it feels like I've been losing. I can lose weight pretty quickly by doing so. The next step, they were saying, if you really want to step that up in a healthy way, cut the carbs. Well, that's where I have problems, and I've actually had people comment that, why don't you get rid of some of your carbs? The problem is sustainability. What I'm doing right now, I could see myself doing this forever. I don't like breakfast, so I skip it. I get a chocolate shake or chocolate milk for lunch. Yeah, that works. I like chocolate, so that works for me. And then I can pretty much eat whatever I want for dinner without putting weight afterwards. So if I'm coming up to dinner, I've got say my toast that I like, my fake peanut butter toast with some fruit, and then I had my shake, and I'm sitting at about 300 350 calories. Well, even if I eat, a pizza, that's say I mess up and I eat a whole pizza, that's like 1,800 calories. Well, guess what? It's still a weight loss. So I can do whatever the hell I want for dinner, and I like that. And then some days I have a very reasonable dinner, and then it's a big weight loss. So that seems to work for me. It doesn't mean it'll work for you, right? You got to find what's gonna work for you. But to me, that seems sustainable. Now, where the problem is when I get out of routine, I still go to snacks. That's a problem. Or um, I sometimes, if I'm out of town, like I'm going to be for the next 3 days, it's a lot more convenient sometimes instead of grabbing a shake for me to go to the restaurant and grab a burger. Now all of a sudden my calories skyrocket because I can't always carry depending on what I'm doing, I can't always have a shake on me. It's going to be warm, and I'm not going to drink a warm shake. That's gross. So there's but that's the stuff I have to figure out. I'm sure I'll still have to work on my food because, as you know, I haven't changed anything. I'm still eating garbage food just about every day, and which is why I think I enjoy this. This is a fun ride for me. I've made some minor changes, but I'm sure when I get lower, I'm gonna have to start making some major changes. I've said I'm not a salad guy, but I think I might have to try a whole bunch of different types of salads eventually to finally find something that maybe I would be able to trade my potatoes in for example. Or I love French fries, so maybe instead of getting 3, 4 French fries, I could just grab a nice big salad and get a lot of nutrients in there. And we'll see. Listen, I'll figure that out. So far we're doing well. We're doing well, and I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing for now and keep learning and keep growing from it. And yeah, I think that's it. So wow, we're going on 12 minutes. Jesus, I'm blabbing today. All right, well, thanks for watching. If you made it all the way this far, congratulations. You're very patient. And yeah, so I will not be weighing myself until Thursday, which is probably a good thing, right? With all this sodium, it looks bad on the scale anyway. So it gives me 3 days to kind of fix my mess, and then hopefully on Thursday morning we should be getting closer to the 300. I won't be under 300 on Thursday, but like a low 302, mid to low 302 would be nice. I would take that for sure. So, but we'll see. All right, everybody, I will see you tomorrow. Have a great week.